This is how I became addicted to a very well-known wellness tonic that is often advertised as an alcohol alternative to sober people. This wellness tonic is called Feel Free Botanic Tonics and comes in this little blue bottle.
No, too much of a struggle.
Is anybody else going down this feel-free rabbit hole? Came from the video of that dude who said that a teenager tried to rob him after he wouldn't buy him one at the gas station. Apparently, this little drink is super addictive, and it triggers the same thing that heroin triggers in your brain.
And you've come across this thing, do not buy this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about how addictive Feel Free wellness tonic is to people and the dangers it has caused so far. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen that blue bottle trending on TikTok. It's more or less rampant right now. What looks like a harmless wellness shot is being called addictive by the people that have come out of it. Now, this is marketed as a sober wellness plant-based tonic, an energy alternative made from kava and kratom, sold widely in stores, especially at gas stations. Now, one of the major ingredients there is kava. Now, this is a root used traditionally in Pacific Island cultures. I mean, guys, while kava can be relaxing, long-term or excessive use has been linked to liver issues. Now, guys, Feel Free might be natural, I mean, just like the bottle says it is, but so is poison ivy. Just because it's legal and plant-based doesn't mean it's safe for everyone, especially with the rate at which people are taking it. Now, I do believe that on the bottle it says it's rated 21 years and above, but if it's rated 21 years and above, why are people freely just getting it over the counter? I mean, teenagers are going crazy over this. Adults are going crazy over this. Like, guys, it's crazy. Now, without wasting too much time, let's quickly look at people that have come out of this addiction and have said one or two things about it. And also people that have just given their honest opinion about this Feel Free, or should we say feel trapped.
This is how I became addicted to a very well-known wellness tonic that is often advertised as an alcohol alternative to sober people. This wellness tonic is called Feel Free Botanic Tonics and comes in this little blue bottle. You can get them pretty much everywhere in states where it's legal, gas stations, CBD stores. I got sober from alcohol in June of 2022. I was really into making different mocktails and experimenting with all sorts of things that were not alcohol related because I was really into sobriety. And I listened to this wellness podcast that I really looked up to, was very influenced by multiple products of theirs, and they advertised this drink because the hosts were on a hiatus from alcohol as well. So they had advertised it as this amazing mood boosting supplement that is great for sober people if you're looking to quit alcohol. It just basically like boosts your mood, helps you focus. And I was like, wow, this sounds like a dream come true for a newly sober person that is not drinking alcohol anymore. So I took one of these things back when I got sober from alcohol, and the first one I did not like at all. It made me feel sick and nauseous and dizzy. But then a few months later, I gave it another chance, and it unfortunately made me feel really, really good. What I didn't know is that this tonic contains an ingredient called kratom, which can be highly addictive if it is in extract form like it is in this supplement. It's very, very highly concentrated. And forgot to mention, this works on your brain the same way that an opiate would. So thinking feelings of euphoria, you do feel very focused, but the high from it is super short-lived, and in about 30 minutes, you're left craving another shot. And I want to say when I first started taking these, it was a very, very slow progression to addiction. It was like one on the weekend, maybe, and then that turned into 2 on the weekends, 3 on the weekends, and I entered into this very toxic job that I'm no longer in, thank goodness, but the stress of the job, the stress of just management and different things going on, made me want to take these while I was at work. I don't remember the first day I ever took one at work, but I do remember that it helped me have conversations with my manager more easily and helped me get through the really tough work day. That was a huge problem because I viewed these things as being acceptable to take at any time of the day. So I started drinking them instead of having my morning coffee, and it would be, you know, maybe one in the morning and then one at lunch, one in the late afternoon, one after work. And that slowly progressed to taking up to 9 of them a day. Now, at the height of my addiction, sometimes I would take less than 9, sometimes I would take more than 9, but that was like a good average. For the serving size is half a bottle at once, but a full day you're only supposed to have 1 bottle. So yeah, fast forward to March of 2024, this past year, is when I finally got clean from these bad boys, but that wasn't until I started experiencing pretty severe health issues. My skin was super dry and flaky to the point where I would take my clothes off, flakes of skin would just fly off. I was throwing up a lot because these things make you very, very sick, especially when you're taking so many of them. I was not getting good sleep. I had heart palpitations. I was just a shell of a person, depressed, did not want to hang out with anyone or go anywhere. It's funny because these things are advertised as making you more social, you're enjoying things more with your friends, but ultimately it completely turns on you and devastates your life. So yeah, I got to a point where I was like, I got to open up about this. I'm a person of faith, and I felt the Holy Spirit convicting me to open up to the people closest to me about it. So I did that, and they helped me get clean. So now I've been clean from this wellness tonic for about 10 months now, and life has never been sweeter and better, but it was really hard withdrawing from them. It was really hard mentally withdrawing from them because I experienced a lot of different emotions the first 6 months of being clean, and that was pretty difficult. But this is all to say, please read ingredients on different mocktails that you try, especially being dry January. It can be really scary because you may end up taking something that could be highly addictive, and these companies are not talking about that at all. So I'm here to talk about it, and I talk a lot about it on my page, just bringing awareness to these types of things. So stay safe out there.
Okay, so the serving per bottle is twice in a day, and you should not have more than 1 bottle in 24 hours, right? Now, this is it. Before you know it, you're consuming 2 bottles, you're consuming 3 bottles, you're consuming 4 bottles, and that's where the addiction kicks in. And when something is very addictive, bear in mind that it also has health problems. Now, she did mention her skin was getting dry. I saw a video about a lady showing us her dry back, like flakes, literally flakes, just like she said, were falling from her back. Now, let's get right into that before we come back.
You are just dry. Wow. Yeah, it's totally dried your skin out. We call this ichthyosis when the skin gets this way. Those ears, look at those ears.
The sad thing about this is a lot of people don't even know this, and this is currently being sold out like back to back at gas stations. Somebody from the gas station actually said something about this, and it's really, really crazy. Something with this much side effects is just sold freely, I guess because it's legal, but because something is legal doesn't mean it's safe for everyone.
My name is Jasmine. I was addicted to the little blue bottles called Feel Free by Botanic Tonics. They have these ingredients in them, and I was drinking anywhere from 9 to sometimes 10, 11, 12 bottles a day at the height of my addiction. And the serving size of these bottles is 1 bottle per day. So you can imagine that is a lot. It did a lot to my mental health, my physical health, my wallet. And I'm going to walk through what these bottles promised and what they marketed versus what they actually did to me. And I make this video so people can just be aware and be careful of what they're purchasing and to always research ingredients. I want to say too, the things that I was marketed and promised by these tonics did happen at first, and I really loved taking them at first until they very slowly but surely turned on me. First thing I was marketed about this product was that it was going to give me a natural energy boost, which it did at first, and I really loved the effects of this because I would take it sometimes instead of coffee, or I would take it to go out with friends and just have a little bit of a natural energy booster. But because the high from these things is so short-lived, you're left craving another one pretty much instantly about 30 minutes after. So it got to a point where I was just craving one after another, and I was taking so many, like I had mentioned, that I became incredibly lethargic, tired. Just if I was not taking these, I was just a waste of a person, just not doing anything at all. The next selling point that I was marketed by Botanic Tonics was that this was going to be a safe alternative to drinking because I was newly sober from alcohol. And at first, it was. For the first couple of months, it was something I only took on the weekends when I was out with friends, and I really didn't think about it much. It was pretty manageable. And then slowly but surely, I started taking it before the workday, replacing coffee with it, just using every sort of excuse I could to take it at different times of the day. And it was no longer this thing that I was just taking when I was going out. It was something that was a part of every hour of my day for the most part. I developed a full dependency, and I was more addicted to this than I ever was to drinking. The next positive side effect that I was marketed about these products was that it was going to help me focus more, and it did do that at first. I felt like I could focus. I felt like my work was more enjoyable, and then over time, I could not focus on anything but when I was going to be able to buy my next shot. And I fixated on these shots. I was working and just constantly thinking about when I would have a break from meetings to be able to run to the gas station and go dose again. Next selling point from Botanic Tonics is that this product will make you more social, and it did that at first. It made me feel really social when I was not drinking, but I was also masking a level of social anxiety that I needed to work through, and I didn't want to work through. I just wanted to have something else that would make me feel more social because I didn't have alcohol anymore. And in return, when I started taking more and more of these and became incredibly physically dependent on them, I started isolating myself completely from people. I started saying no to plans more. I had no energy to hang out with friends. I didn't want anyone to catch on that I was developing health issues from these things. So yeah, again, please be careful. Please consume things responsibly. If you have any sort of addictive personality, please stay far away from these products, even if you don't. I'm just here to spread awareness, so please stay safe out there.
What is even making me so shocked is the fact that she was more addicted to this than she was ever to alcohol. How bad is it then that one gets so addicted to it than even the main alcohol? And then on top of that, you're dealing with health issues due to excessive consumption from this, just like this guy that I'm going to play in the next video. Viewers discretion advised. This next clip might trigger some people. It might make you feel bad, but if you're good, let's get right into it.
Johnny, no. Here, watch out. Let me.
Withdrawals from tonic, feel free.
You're all right, baby. Lay back down. You're all right. You're all right. No, you're all right. No. No. I know.
Hey, this is day 2 of saying everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright.
I'm so glad he was saved from that awful experience. If a drink can put you in that position, then I mean, guys, what are we saying? So just like expected, some people will take it and feel addicted. Some people will take it and still feel okay. So there's this lady here that claims nothing happened to her when she took it. And yes, let's get right into it.
Let's talk about it. So this is the Feel Free drink that everyone's going crazy about. Absolutely bonkers. I've been taking it for 2 months. I'm fine. Well, I'm my normal self. I wouldn't say I'm fine. I'm my normal self. And you know why I'm fine? Like this is a full bottle. Like it's not even empty. You know why I'm fine? Because I do what it says on the bottle. Every video that I've seen, they don't say what it literally states on the bottle that you're supposed to do because they're abusing it and making themselves addicted. It says in this bold right here, it says only take 1 ounce, half a bottle, serving 1, serving 2, half a bottle by mouth at a time. Do not exceed 2 ounces, 1 bottle in a 24-hour period. So you're telling me that these people that are getting addicted to these are listening to this bottle and actually doing what it says. No, they're taking 10 of these a day, 10 to 12 a day. I take one bottle maybe every other day, or not every other day, probably like 2 bottles a week, if at most. A week. In a 7-day period, I may have 2 bottles. People are making this a bad thing because they're not listening and they don't have self-control. Granted, I'm not trying to make myself feel better because I am drinking this, because I'm being responsible. I'm doing a responsible thing. It's 21 and over, and it says that literally on the bottle. So if you can't listen to simple instructions and you're going to take 10 of these a day, and then all of a sudden it's their fault, this is the problem. Really? No. If you are over the age of 21 and you have anxiety and depression like myself and you want to give it a shot, granted, they're right. The high only lasts maybe 3 to 4 hours. But if you take it, there's a place and a time. If you take it, in the morning or in the afternoon when you're trying to get stuff done, or you have friends over and you just want to be more social, this is great. I have my friends over and I take a half a bottle and I'm great. I'm more outgoing. I talk more. I listen better. I'm more invested in the conversation. But I don't abuse it. I mean, I don't want to feel like this all the time. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you have addictive tendencies, then probably not. Don't do it. But if you're a regular mojo like me and you may have addiction in your family like I do, just be cautious and do what it says on the freaking bottle. Now, I don't recommend taking one every day. I don't, because I'm not dumb and I have self-control. But taking one of these and then just hanging out, having fun, and then being like, oh, wow, that was great. I'll have it again, but I'm going to be responsible with it. These people on this app that are being like, this is the problem, when you're taking 10 of these a day because you want the feeling of this all the time, I don't understand. At the end of the day, you need to take responsibility. You need to take accountability for how you used it and abused it. There's my 2 cents.
I totally understand what she's saying, but when you make something easily accessible to a lot of people, it tends to get abused. And the fact that this doesn't have any form of control or regulation still adds to what is going on, in my opinion. I have questions. First of all, why is there the need to take it? If it makes you feel the same way alcohol or make you feel, why should one take it? In the comments of this particular video, people were saying she's trying to convince us, she's trying to convince herself. A lot of people did not believe her. They told her, I want you to be alone with friends for a full day, let them evaluate your behavior and all those things. So it's actually a very dicey stuff, guys.
I'm seeing a lot of people talking about this feel free. I used to work at a smoke shop. First week working there, I was like, oh my god, these are so popular, I should try that. My boss was like, no. I'm like, damn, what's in that? I did my research and it's it gives you a similar high to, and when I tell you that feel free, I used to open 3 to 5 boxes per day. There was people that would come in and cop so many that we made a deal and it was 3 for $50, and you I feel pretty much half of the sales was vapes and then feel free. People really take those. They really it's really an issue. When I would ask them what do they use it for, they were telling me that they were using it to get off of, or just as, if not more, addictive. Yeah, it's scary out here, y'all. Y'all be careful. Don't be trying stuff just because it look cute and it got a cute name. Do your research, because you will end up caught up, for real.
For her boss to tell her, no, don't take it. He says it's all for me, guys, because the boss definitely knows what his employee is getting herself into, and he didn't want that for his business, so he stopped her right away. Now imagine people that don't have this privilege of being stopped before they even try it. Imagine how often they keep going to get more and more. And again, not everything that sounds healthy or that looks healthy is good when taken excessively.
I'm seeing everybody talk about Feel Free, this like tiny little blue bottle that everyone's getting addicted to. And it just makes me think of like FDA regulation, because I think that Celsius is next. I've had Celsius exactly 3 times in my life, but I can pinpoint to you exactly when I had it. And like the feel, like my mouth is watering right now. My hands are like, I'm feeling sweat in my hands just thinking about Celsius. Like, it is not just an energy drink. Like, they are saying that it's for like working out and it's supposed to like do all these health benefits. But like the 3 times I've drunk Celsius, I've still think about it. And so there's like something in it that is like truly addictive, and I'm just like thankful that like I'm 38 and my brain is fully developed, and so it's much harder for me to like be addicted to anything now at my big old age. But like 12, 13, 14, 15 up to like 25-year-olds that are drinking Celsius, like their brains are still developing. Like, I don't think having like 1,000 to 1,500% of anything in a drink could be good for you. Like, why do you need 10 times the daily, recommended valuation of something in your body at one time? And I had casually brought this up to a room of people, and every single person in the room was like, oh my God, I can never drink Celsius again. So like, if you're a young person and like you are drinking a lot of Celsius, like if you're any person, you're drinking a lot of anything and you're like thinking about it when you're not drinking it, or like if you drive past an ad for Feel Free or Celsius and you're immediately craving it, like there's something within that is physically addicting. It's triggering like a physical response in your body. So yeah, just really be careful when you're doing any substances. And if it's something like this, like there's literally a lawsuit happening with Feel Free right now. So do not drink these products. Well, do not drink Feel Free. I don't want to get in any trouble saying don't drink Celsius, but like be very wary of the things you put into your body.
Long story cut short, be very, very wary of the things you put in your body. I think that summarizes everything.
Huge PSA. If you're looking for non-alcoholic alternatives to alcohol so that you can have a good time, I've been down that rabbit hole like I have on TikTok, and you've come across this thing, do not buy this. This makes you feel very, very nice. I felt so nice. But I ended up yakking this all out because it made me feel so disgusting like 30 minutes later. Do not buy that, because every time I look at that bottle now, I just want to...
So she's even talking about taste, which the first lady talked about. Said the taste is really nasty, but if you can get past the nasty taste, you're gone. You're gone because you're going to keep consuming it.
Y'all, this shit is disgusting. I took this at 4:50 this morning, and I have not got the taste out of my mouth yet. Y'all, I even ate 3 pieces of gum and tried to eat a breakfast pizza. This shit is disgusting, y'all. And you can only buy it if you're 21 or older. But it's supposed to be like an energy thing, plant-based herbal supplement. Consume responsibly. And you're only supposed to take half of it, not a full thing. But y'all, disgusting. Y'all, this is the back. You can't really see the words, but yeah. Feel free. Disgusting.
We have some people talking about how disgusting the taste is like. So I'm just here sitting down wondering, how do people now get past this disgusting taste and then start taking it almost every day, and before you know it, they're taking so many bottles of it a day?
Let's talk about my withdrawal symptoms from the Kava Kratom drink Feel Free Botanic Tonics. I was pretty heavily addicted to these at my worst, taking up to 9 a day. So these are what my withdrawal symptoms were like. I know a lot of people are really scared of going through withdrawals from these things, but I promise you it is 1000% worth it if it means that you're going to come out on the other side. It's only a couple of days of feeling like crap, and to me, that was way better than continuously for years and years feeling like crap on Feel Freeze. I also want to say that my mom was with me while I was detoxing, so I highly, highly recommend never detoxing by yourself, always having someone with you that can take care of you, that can watch over you to make sure you're okay, to make sure you're eating, you're drinking. There are detox centers. I did not go to a detox center. I detoxed at home, so this is just my experience. Okay, first symptom, which was probably the worst for me, was really bad restless legs and just wanting to like crawl out of my own skin. Withdrawals for me lasted about 2 to 3 days. This symptom was really bad, I would say, just on day 1 and 2, and then it significantly got better when day 3 hit. But restless legs, and I've heard that magnesium spray can really help with this. I didn't use that at the time, but a lot of people have said that magnesium spray on your legs can really help with the restless leg syndrome. Second withdrawal symptom was general just lack of appetite or care to, take care of my body, to drink water. That's why it's so important to have someone with you while you're detoxing, because I had zero motivation to get up and drink water and eat. I was not hungry at all, and I just like forced myself to eat. My mom was so sweet and was ordering me food, made sure I ate at least some portion of my food to get energy back. That is so important for putting vitamins back into your body and nourishing your body while you're detoxing. Third symptom is not being able to sleep. I remember I took some NyQuil during the first night of my withdrawals, and I felt wired. Like I could not sleep at all. So that's just something that, is going to happen. You probably won't be able to sleep much until like the 3rd day, which again is worth being off of these things. Another physical symptom, which I think this was more just like from the kratom in general and not necessarily from withdrawals, but having super, super dry skin. Like my skin was so flaky that when I would take my clothes off, just pieces of skin would like flake off and just go everywhere. Like that's how dry my skin was. And I would repeatedly put like lotion and castor oil on it, and it would just soak up the oil because my skin was so dry. So just keep moisturizing your skin with like castor oil and then cocoa butter. Great products to use for just nourishing your skin if it's really dry from the kratom usage. 2 more physical withdrawal symptoms I experienced were extreme dizziness and nausea. I got up on the first day that I was detoxing and could not really stand up super well because I was so dizzy. That was just from the withdrawals. I felt nauseous as well, which is also just a symptom of taking kratom in high quantities. And then lastly, the mental withdrawals, which they were pretty bad, but they again got better and better with each day, was just feeling a lack of motivation, this like kind of sense of doom and like some depression. That was pretty bad, but I got through it, and it was only a couple of days. And I promise you, again, as bad as it feels in the moment, you'll be so, so proud of yourself and happy that you got out on the other side. And I could not be happier. I literally thought that there was not going to be a life without kratom in it, and there absolutely is. So you got this. And remember, I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just a girl who went through this personally. So take my advice and my experience for what it is. We're all different.
Honestly, this lady is so brave to even share all of this information, like everything she's been through, how she came out of it, how she felt during it, and all whatnot. Like, I like people that bring videos like this out on social media because it tends to make people know what they're getting themselves into. Now, imagine all these things she mentioned just to cleanse yourself from the drink. It brings me to say that because something is labeled natural doesn't mean people should hop on it like it's not going to be harmful. There are still natural things that are so harmful to human beings, even compared to chemical things. Now, this brings me to the part where some people prefer to take herbal medications than the chemical ones people can just take and get better. And when they take those herbal medications, they don't take it with direction, they don't take it with the right dosages. So you see somebody that is supposed to take, let's say, half a cup of, let's say, a herbal mixture. You see the person taking a full bottle of that herbal mixture. And guess what? These are the things that go straight to your kidney and affect it. So just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe. I don't even know how to overemphasize this, but please, guys, watch whatever you're putting in your body. Look at the ingredients, research. Don't just look, oh, this looks good, and then put it in your body. But yes, I've come to the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you all think about this. Have you actually taken this, and how did it make you feel? Or do you know anybody that have taken this? Let me know in the comments, guys. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.